This is the plaintiff, Sean Spoon. He says the defendant, his ex-girlfriend, owes him money for items he purchased for the RV they used to live in together. Technically, the RV is both of theirs, but he gave it to her with the agreement she would pay him back for the furnishings he bought for it. She hasn't, and here they are. He's suing for $2,132. This is the defendant, Cheyenne Ventura. She says she and the plaintiff were once boyfriend and girlfriend, but when they stopped having sex, she began to feel like she was his mother, and they split up. That's when he became mad she was moving on with her life without him, and now he's demanding all this money from her, which is downright ridiculous. She's accused of splitting.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case in the docket, the plaintiff says his ex owes him for an RV they once lived in. The defendant says this is actually about them not having sex anymore, and she started to feel like his mom. It's the case of Mommy's Not Dearest.
Thank you, Douglas. Okay, Sean Spoon.
Hello, Your Honor.
You are suing Cheyenne Ventura for your former girlfriend for $2,132. You say she owes you and refuses to repay. Tell me what's going on.
Well, we got together around the beginning of 2014.
How old are you?
I am 22 years old.
How old are you?
23.
And who are the people with you?
This is my mother.
And who's that?
This is my father.
There we go. All right. Talk to me. Tell me how you try to play house.
Well, we got together at the beginning of 2014, and a couple months after that, we decided to move in together at my parents' house. This was my father's house. And then towards the middle of summer of 2015, we purchased an RV, which is a 1984 Holiday Rambler. And we started to work on it. It was a work in progress, and got batteries, we got solar panels, composting toilet.
Who purchased it?
Both of us. We had each put down $1,000, and we made the purchase for $2,000 total. And so it was a split even.
Okay. And what about, you say you started to work on it. Who would pay for the repairs to the work? Both of you also?
All of us together, yes.
Who's all of us? The two of you?
The two of us, yes.
Okay, go ahead.
And what had happened is that my father was helping us do all the work with us. And so we had done this for over the span about a year and a half. It was it wasn't a finished project, but we started working on the RV for about a year and a half. First bought it with no brakes, and then we just kept working on it. So to span more time.
Where was the RV parked?
It was parked in her mother's driveway, Cheyenne's mother's driveway. And that is when, about a month after we had purchased the RV, we had moved into it. And then we just started working on it after that.
Great. And then what happened?
Then everything went down.
How soon after moving into the RV?
I want to say a little bit before we purchased the RV, but I was just...
How long did you guys stay together in the RV?
A little under, I want to say a year and a quarter maybe.
Okay, and then what happened? Who broke up with who?
She had broken up with me, but it was after that, it was just, it's very unhealthy for both of us. It was just an entire situation where it was, our families weren't very happy with it. We weren't making each other very happy at a certain point, and it just went very downhill from there, and I'd rather move on with my life.
Okay,
Yeah.
Because it sounds like those are very close quarters for very young people. In any event, why are you suing for $2,132?
I had come up with this document.
Okay.
And if you'd like to show, there's two things. What it is a list of all of the items that we had purchased together to work on the RV, as well as like a refrigerator, just dishes, just everything that our relationship we just purchased together.
Right, but when you guys broke up, did you guys ever talk at the age of 22 and 23? Did you guys ever talk about what would happen with your mutual investments if you guys broke up?
Yeah, we had made this contract.
Hand that to my bailiff. I mean beforehand.
Beforehand? No, we did not.
No, because you don't foresee the possibility of a breakup
young.
When you're commingling your funds like that at your young age.
So how do you protect yourself with all the stuff you get in a relationship if it breaks up?
Mutual non-disclosure agreement and a prenup.
You would do that going into a relationship?
Absolutely.
Oh
Protect
my-
my assets.
You know what? Not a horrible idea going inside the courtroom.
All right, now this is a document that talks about each and every expense with the RV, and it purports to be signed by you. Did you sign this?
I did.
Oh. What's your defense, sweetie?
Basically, I took care of him the whole time we were together, and the money
What do you mean by that?
The money that he got to invest into the RV, I helped him with.
Meaning what? I don't know what that means.
Basically, I helped him apply for financial aid for school.
You feel that you don't have to pay him for half of your mutual investment because you let him know, hey, there's a thing called financial aid? That's your defense?
Yeah, I mean, most of it. And then basically, I just helped him a lot, get his life together.
Right, but that's what girlfriends and boyfriends do.
Yeah,
and
no,
you can't
exactly.
deduct from money owed because, hey, I was a better girlfriend to you. Do you feel like you describe in your answer to the complaint how, you felt like his mother? What did you mean by that?
Basically, I helped him get his life together. When I first got with him, he wasn't working, he wasn't going to school, he was very in a depressed state. And I helped him get back in school. I helped him try to find a job. I helped him just get emotionally stable. I was just there for him.
And you need to be paid for that?
Oh, no, I'm not counter suing at all.
No, you're basically saying I want to ride on the 2,132 because I'm due at least that because I had to be your mother. I mean, that's kind of what you're saying, because what made you sign this document? You obviously thought it was fair when you got to stay with the RV and all of its contents and all of its improvements, because that's worth something.
Yeah, no,
so
exactly.
At this time, what made you sign this?
Basically, we were just in a very abusive relationship, and I just...
How so?
Wanted to, well, he was very verbally abusive and I was very physically abusive.
Really?
Yes.
Yes, I will admit that I was, after a certain point, of a lot of physical abuse. It was a mix of...
What kind of physical abuse?
Punching, tackling to the floor, this pulling hair.
Under what circumstances would that happen?
After he would be very verbally abusive. He's just a very negative person. Very negative, and
what could he possibly say that would cause you to punch him out?
Oh, he was just very racist. He would bring up my dead father, just say, "Oh, that's your dad's dead." Oh, your mother's a whore. Oh, you're a Mexican. You're this, you're that. Just very, 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 very mean.
Why would there be a second time? No, seriously.
I should have left a lot earlier. You're right, Judge. You're very right.
Okay. Would you like to defend yourself on that?
Yes. As for the me telling the comments about her family, yes, that is true. I do not at all want to physically harm her. I just use that out of the pressure of constantly being abused. I had said something because I didn't want to do anything. I was just talking back. I didn't do anything. And what I do want to say is I was not being racist. I did not say any racial slurs. It was actually quite the opposite, where she was saying, "Oh, you're white. You're going to take me to court. You're in charge of everything. I know." And it was just
oh God,
bitter,
just both of you stop. This is why 20-something-year-olds shouldn't be playing house, because you don't have the maturity level yet for something like this. Look, the fair thing is that you pay him what you said you were going to pay him. I don't understand what your defense is. You can't turn around and say, "Oh, I made your life better. I was so good for you, so therefore I don't owe you any money that I said I owed you and that I do owe you." I mean, of course you owe the money, because you still got all the goods. Sell it if you need to sell it. Now, you mentioned something about him having keys?
Yes, he stole the RV keys when we were still friends after we broke up. We were still hanging out. We were still, just hanging out together. He would still come over and spend the night. So we were still on pretty good terms after we broke up. But he just took the keys.
Do you have the keys to the RV?
No, I do not.
Okay. I am ordering a judgment against you for the amount that you said you owe him, because if it's good enough for you, it's good enough for me. And it's fair. $2,132, verdict for the plaintiff.
So the plaintiff prevails in this lawsuit for $2,132. You come out smiling. You just lost. What are you so happy about?
Oh, I'm happy. We are completely done. He's out of my life. I'm so happy. I get to keep my goods. That's all.
You know what amazed me? You were talking about such the kind of a relationship you had where there was so much arguments and
Oh, yeah, definitely.
battles going. You still hung out together?
We
He'd
definitely-
still spend the night with you
yeah,
afterwards?
yeah.
How could you do that?
I'm not as bitter as he is. I mean, I'm not angry person. I don't hold grudges. So I didn't mind hanging out with him. I was hoping we would be friends, but you know,
Okay.
I'm just happy he's out of my life. And
Is that over now, you think?
oh, definitely over. I'm so glad I never get to see his face again.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You're a very happy loser, I must say.
Always.
Here comes the plaintiff now. I gather you're happy too. You get the money
Very.
you're looking for.
Very happy. I'm glad it's over with.
Yeah.
I'm glad that we don't have to see each other again. It was a very unhealthy relationship. Won't be playing house for a while.
All right, congratulations. Thank you so much. Okay.
Thank you.
That's it, Harvey. Both parties are happy. That's rare.
You know, honestly, she's kind of got a point. You got to talk about this going in, knowing sometimes relationships don't work out.